There is a wise man said, you understand? A full man when his pocket is broken, you understand? There is a saying, let me get it right, you understand? A full man complains about a hole in his pocket.
Oh yeah.
The wise man used to scratch his ball. So, yeah. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
That is the.
So it's kind of like we cannot complain every problem will come to us. Can be a solution in somehow.
Absolutely, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So there are problems. You understand? You cannot be serious all the time. You
Yeah.
understand? There is another way of using that. You understand?
Sure.
So you can use it any way possible. So you have to convince yourself, and you have to be funny enough. You understand? You cannot be serious because impossible. You understand? You cannot be serious in every aspect of life. So what I'm trying to say in a short is it's a culture shock. You have a culture shock, but we're learning. You understand? It's a learning curve. So we're learning every aspect. So the language itself is why you stop there. You don't need to stop. You need to move forward.
Yeah.
So that you need to learn the culture which is the language basically. So once you understand the language, for example, if I take you to Eritrea because you speak Eritrean language, which is there is a lot of Eritrean people in diaspora, they say Hawaii. What is that? In Eritrean language it sounds like harsh. It's not that harsh, but what I'm trying to say is like it doesn't make sense. I can feel you. You understand? Imagine me, I'm trying to speak Maltese. Ivana, like I'm trying to stay there. It doesn't. It sounds raw.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit raw. So yeah, it is what it is, and we're learning, and there is a lot of culture shock, and we are adapting fast because we are like that. Yeah, so we're born like that. I'm not bragging. I'm not. You understand? Speaking hyperbole, but what I'm saying is we adapt fast. Some people crash. You understand? And perhaps you can tell me from your experience the first time you come about the coffee, for example. Now I'm drinking this coffee. It's not hot water anymore. I adapt. You understand? Get me my coffee. Oh, I go to the shop. I say, can I get a coffee? I don't say, can I get a hot water with coffee? You understand? So it's all about adapting.
Still coffee.
Still coffee. When I go back home, I say, I need a proper coffee. I don't say hot water with coffee. You understand? I say a proper coffee. So it's all about adjusting. Where we are exactly. And the beginning was super difficult. It was. How do you say, a learning curve. It was very, very,
I think I'm assuming that's part of the world. Is like wherever we move, we take ourselves, but we have to introduce ourselves, or the new thing have to introduce to us by the system, by the thing is up there already, which we don't really know. The good thing is like for me is about trying to learn, and also how can I figure out from that aspect or from that challenge what is good for me and what is good for my future. Sometimes it's too difficult, going through a lot. Going through a lot after you passed so much challenge. Now again, you have another challenge, which is not a gun anymore. It's not a beating anymore. It's a system that built against you, which is like trying to exclude you out from the system and block you not entering. I think there is a way of, for me, maybe my positivity is too much, and I see it in everything possible. It's just a matter of time, and you will get, obviously there is no over the night achieving anything. It's just like taking your time and do the best exercise, and trying to learn every step, one at a time, and then connecting yourself with the good thing that you have, the good people around you, and the system is not like when we heard about it. Maybe at least at a certain point when I'm in a journey. Before journey, I don't really know much. I just know about geography. In the journey, at least, there is Europe is for me it's like a small heaven. Like literally, I don't really know about this whole
package.
And until I'm very close to. Before that, I don't really know. I said, okay, just this geography, that history that we learn in all this
the
stuff
nice
is
place
like,
with the bling bling.
the video or the TV that you watch is gonna take this all, the nice good part of it. I don't mean like generalizing, but I think that the way the system or the culture teach you even Africa look up to Europe when there is a lot of resources come out of Africa, but then so
Well, that is we need an expert into that then, so we
yeah,
cannot dive
maybe we'll bring someone
in detail, because there are a difference, because as he's saying, I completely understand. Also, as we have done so many mistakes from our limited understanding of what rights we have exactly. They understand we've been traumatized so much, we've been beaten so much, we've been shut the fuck up. We've been told, they understand, to shut up so much, so we know we in that trauma we cannot even ask the answer what's right for us. So the answer, people go to prison for breathing oxygen, basically, they understand. So we traumatized, so we don't even ask, they understand, what the rights we have, so what access we have. We don't have a strong unity, they understand, to come forward and ask what rights do we have, they understand. So this is the things also. There are a system, I completely agree, there are a system, of course the system is built not including us, you understand, because we wasn't on the picture when the system formed. So now they have to include us because we're here anyway. But in order to do that, we have to ask, you understand, we have to come forward, you understand, and we have to put an effort. So we're not putting that, we're putting, I'm not saying it's zero, we're putting, but it's not enough, you understand. We have to do more. So my for example, my what do you call my perspective, for example, my opinion is we should gather, we should ask more, or we should ask the person, you understand, what information is entitled we are entitled to, what rights are we entitled to. So based on that, so we need to know enough to ask, because if you don't know, you cannot speak. You don't know what he's speaking about. Imagine me, I'm coming to you like a baby crying, what do you want? You understand? You know, what do you want? You understand? I cannot tell you what I want. You understand? I cannot come with an idea. Oh, you want banana? You understand? Oh, you want chocolate? Oh, you want a toy? Oh, you want a sweet? So this is the thing. So we cannot, the system by itself, you cannot knock on the door and they say, what do you want? I know you're crying, I can hear you crying, but what do you want? So you cannot ask. So we have to have a strong unity for us. Also we have to have a strong determination to ask, also to ask, fetch, to look, for what rights do we have, you understand, and why do we have them, you understand, why we don't have certain rights. So once we understand that, so we can have we can now say also adjust ourselves to a system. We can adapt, of course we cannot change any system, you understand. We're here to adjust ourselves to a system. Obviously you go into Africa today, you're not going to change the entire Africa, you understand. You have to adjust yourself to African society. So we're here adjusting ourselves, but we want to do it the proper way, we want it the legal way, we want legit. So in order to, we have to ask. So we have to look forward. Many people, I know many people ask for it, I know many people fight for it, you understand. Fight by means they spend 100 hours, 1,000 hours on it, you understand. But once you get united, so by getting united, we can, how do you say, have a stronger voice, and we can contribute in a biggest way of contribution to, how do you say, our society. And once we become independent enough, also a place we live, because there are people that in our previous position at the moment, so we can support them also to get on their feet, you understand.
I 100% agree. In some, there is a lot of aspect that you mentioned in the good point is like togetherness is, I think, where the community need, and also contributing. Yes, we're doing the contribution, but not enough. Meaning, are we trying to enough to learn the language, to learn the culture, and trying to ask clear enough what exactly our problem is. If there is some anyway, if not every problem can solve it like this, but I think solution and the problem have a solution every step.
Absolutely.
That challenge is coming together. There's a lot of similarity situation, or there is a lot of similarity challenge that I'm fighting by myself, you're fighting by yourself, someone else doing by yourself. Like, I think coming together, forming each other, saying, hey, I'm good in this, you are good in that, and also if that person is good in that, can that three goodness come together and build something.
Absolutely.
So we just, it's not only we focusing on the problem or because we didn't get accepted. No, the system, as you say, it's not just like the system. If you just sit down crying, the system will not accept. Maybe there is a lot of people. There is a privilege, they can access to certain service information, but I don't think a lot of people understand. But again, I think there is a lot of, it have to come down to how much effort we are trying to, and the effort that come from us is different, make a difference. If I knock the doors, because that means there is something inside that I want to. The system will allow you at some point, hey, explain us why you knock the door.
Exactly.
But if you outside there, not knocking, not trying, not asking, not coming forward, and I'm sure I know a lot of people who really tried. There is a failure in that trial,
Perhaps
And,
that's life.
I tried many times, I failed, but at some point there is when I get accepted, when I get supported, that's because I tried.
Absolutely.
Because if you try enough, and the system will not keep rejecting you. Present yourself in a way of the system will look into your situation.